Right then, after last success we had with those shelf life particles, what I did, which in the end, the second batch I took out, the first batch I undid after 7 days, and they were fine. The second batch I pre-baited the other day. Now they were again on near enough 2 week old. Now you might see that that's not the normal water that you get in it. It's actually liver. That's powder, not powder, liver. Now this is a bit of a test, to be honest with you, but it's gonna get used next week anyway. This now I've just joined a new pond. I'm not going to say where it is yet, because no doubt somebody will be jumping on me back about something already, some kind of negative comment towards me, so I'm not going to mention where it is yet. I'm just going to go on there, catch fish this time. I'm not getting involved in nothing unless I see something I don't like a salt treat, and then I will get involved in whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, it's all about catching them moulds. And it is an old historic water that got a lot of history to it. Some beautiful fishing, not big by today's standards, but nice fish, really nice fish, and more importantly a nice setting. And they're bike fishing with one of the lads who I fished with before last year, and I enjoyed it every time I went out, so I'm going to be going back out with him and go back out fishing with him, see how it's going. I've added a fair bit of salt, not a lot, but I've added a bit of salt to this. For a simple reason of not to do anything to do with the shelf life of it. It's more about to do with the giving fish a little bit of them essential minerals that they're going to get from salt while it's just after they've been spawning, or just before they're about to spawn. So there is a little bit of salt in there, but not majorly over the top. Now I've added a little bit of corn to it, so it's a silty place, so that's going to really be banging, that is. And I'm also going to be fishing a little bit of pellet in there as well. Now a lot of it's going to be just bag work and bitty little traps, not heavy baiting, unless we get on there like one day and there's nobody else on. This just us on. Now what I found last time with this now is I had to get it up to, I think it was about 125 degrees before I could bag it. So we'll try and get it at that, and then I'll show you how I bagged it last time. Now all I did was just continue with what I'm doing here, and then just put thermometer on it, which I will find in a minute, guys. Yes, yeah. Now we get thermometer in it in a minute, and we see we get it up to 100. We get up to 125, and then we stick it in like at that heat. It's got to be at that heat. Now, the smell of it straight away, it's that livery smell straight away what I'm getting from this. Now, that liver on its own is the only reason I've really added that into it is because wheat being silty, I'm really wanting the liquids, which a lot of it's going to be liquid, fishing with liquids on there because it's silt. So you want them heavy liquids to be sinking down to the bottom and getting into all that silt. And because you're using smaller small particles like hemp and corn, you're going to get them rooting round for far longer, which is it's always going to end up in a result in a fish getting hooked. Now I ain't actually seen if you can use them pond here yet, but it doesn't matter even if you can't, because I've got a few other places that I'm really interested in now, and one of them I don't mind telling you which it is now. It's the North Lake at Ravel Valley. It's really got me interested now, that place. It's had me interest for a while, but I've just slowly talked it off every year. I'm going to do it, and I've never done it this year. I'm to do it, but I'm waiting until autumn. When autumn comes, I'm going to hit it big time, 100% on it, without a doubt, there's no doubt about that. Now what I would have liked to have done with this, which I will more than likely do it in with the other bag, is I'd like to have added some birdseed to that. Now I'm trying to reduce that liquid, the liver liquid, down now so it thickens and becomes more thicker. Now it's, by reducing down, all it's doing is it's pulling it into hemp. It's pulling it into the hemp and into the corn, and that's exactly what I want it to. But I did notice on the last one there was a fair bit of liquid in the actual the hemp that I did. Now that's all good if you're taking it out of a freezer and you're taking it straight to bank and you're fishing. It's all good doing that, but when you're wanting it to be a shelfer, and you're not really using a freezer, it's just in a bag, you're wanting just a little bit of liquid. You need a bit of liquid in there, or else everything will float. Eventually, if there's not enough liquid in there, eventually all that hemp and that will just float. So you need that liquid in there to keep it moist so it sinks. And that's the whole point behind it. Now we're not far off with that, I should say. It's boiling its nut off now. So the other thing with this is, I said it in my last video, but I'll say it again, because sometimes people don't listen on the first video, so I'll say it again, is don't add any salt until that hemp has split. Once that hemp split, then add your salt to it, and otherwise your hemp's not going to split. And majority, the seed, because you soak the seed in salt water, well I do, in a little bit of salt water, it'll soak that seed into it. But hemp's a different game altogether. It does not split. If you add salt to it, it does not split. Now this hemp, I need to get some more of it. We're from BGM or something like that. It's a place where I go to, big warehouse that do a lot of farm feed and stuff like that. Now I get a lot of my stuff for making bait from that place. And what I found is their hemp are absolutely terrible. Now you ordered some off internet, and it's unbelievable compared to the last lot. It's unbelievable the difference. I'm talking within 10-15 minutes it's a boil. Once water's boiled, 10-15 minutes after that it's split. Every single 75% of it's split. So now we're probably at that now. We're not far off that heat now, I shouldn't think, which we're at. Check. $140. So we're well above it here now. So we could actually give a couple more minutes. Keep reducing it down a little bit more. And the liquid that's in there now is finished thickened. Ideally how I want it is that, like that consistency, like that. Lovely. It's ideal. It stinks of liver. It smells beautiful. Now I don't like using liver in conjunction with salt this time of year, so what I'll do now is take one more reading just to make double sure. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, 104. Bang on that. So now what we do with that now then, take that out of there, we're going to take it over to the other side, so we'll go over there now. Take you out of here now. So then, we get it now, put it straight into a bag, as fast as possible as well really. Use the silver spoon, this one, and it's straight into the bag. Like I said, we do want a bit of that liquid, but not too much of it. It will reduce down. It'll reduce down anyway, so it's fine. The last one that I did as well, it turned out about 3.5 kilo of particles, which were way too much for one bag. I'm never going to use that much. I've never been a big believer in needing tons of hemp. Go in with that. And what I found would happen last time was that actually go into the bag, and from the bag we seal that. Right, now it's probably, I'd say roughly around about a kilo in that bag. Now there's a little bit in top there that we need to get rid of, because if bacteria gets into that, then it's just going to spread. So you need to get rid of any spillages that you do at the top. Now I'm after some containers at some point, and that is absolutely boiling. These bags are quality, so they definitely do the job. So what we do now with that is just seal that down. And then we'll leave that be there a sec. Get the next one. Again, same thing. I think I did about 15 kilo of this. Nearly top bar with it. No salt in this one. Enough salt in that for both of them. So what we do now is just undo that, and then that goes into the liver, the liquid liver. Okay, so ripping that bag open like that and dropping it in. Pull that out of there. And then back on to eat again. Right, as you can see with that now, most bags would have give with that, but these bags are really, really good bags. I really like them. So in there is probably around about probably 2 kilo of salt in. So there you go, guys. That's just a quick thing on how to shelf life. Yeah. Your hemp, if it interests you, there you go.